Hello everybody and welcome. It's me, Looney Clooney here, back at it again with another Tooth and Tail video, and today I want to talk about Tier 1 units, because I've been playing online a lot more, I've been playing with friends a lot more, and with every new player, they always seem to make the same mistakes when they start playing, and even I made these mistakes when I started playing. So I'm going to give you 3 tips and tricks on how to use Tier 1 units better. And before I go into this, I do want to say stay tuned till the very end, because I do have announcements that I want to make, and I do want to talk about some things. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoy the video, and yeah. Okay, so tip number 1. Don't let Tier 1 units die. Now, this applies to any unit, and it really can go across the board. But the reason why I say don't let Tier 1 units die is because they're seen as expendable units, which is true. They're very low cost, low maintenance. You don't have to micro them as much for them to be truly effective. However, there is a problem with letting them die, and that is the fact that every single death leads to you having to costs you more money, is basically what I'm trying to say. Costs money to replace them, because think about it. Each warren you build costs 60 food, right? Now, filling up that warren of tier 1s, it costs another 60 food, equaling out to 120. That 120 food could be used to build another warren of tier 2s if you let your early game units die. If you take all that into consideration, letting tier 1 units die can be really, really costly. And that's why a lot of suicide attack builds don't really work so well. It's kind of why I don't like toads as a unit, because they're built around that. But overall, just don't let your tier 1s die. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to worry about. Tip number 2 is don't overinvest in pigeons. Now, pigeons are a support unit. They're very good for healing tier 2s and tier 3s. That's what they're meant to do. And that's why you only want 2 warrens of pigeons, honestly, at most. However, the thing is, with pigeons, you kind of want to balance out between tier 1s and pigeons. I have a ratio of 1 pigeon warren for every 3 tier 1 warren, up until 3 warrens of pigeons. The reason why is because pigeons, you don't need a lot of them, okay? Because they'll heal any unit. They'll heal and they'll survive as long as you keep them out of the fray, you know? And their main goal isn't even to heal tier 1 units. Their main goal is to heal tier 2 units and tier 3 units. Honestly, if you're trying to make sure that every single unit has a pigeon on them, you're going to be out damaged, because there's not going to be enough, tier 1 units to actually do enough damage to fight against the tier 1s, and then, or any other unit, just any other unit will just fucking cream them, because pigeons don't do any damage, they only heal. That doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but trust me, it makes a big deal. So just limit yourself to 3 warrens of pigeons. Even 3 is too much. I would say 2 is the most I ever rock. But yeah, that's tip number 2. Don't overinvest in pigeons. And finally, tip number 3 to make your tier 1 units work incredibly well and do very much work for you in the long run of the game. Watch out for AoE units. This is really important, because I've seen people run fucking armies of tier 1 units into my units, or into my AoE units, and they just get fucking destroyed. And it's like, why would you do that? It makes me want to bash my brains in sometimes when I see people do this. These AoE units, specifically toads, Uncle Butter, and skunks. There might be another one that I'm missing, but those are the 3 that you really want to keep an eye out. Especially Uncle Butter, because Uncle Butter is specifically designed to just AoE down macro armies. They're macro armies as in armies that you just rush into people's bases. You don't actually try to micro them at all. That's why Uncle Butter is so dangerous and why he's so good against tier 1s. But yeah, with that being said, honestly, these 3 tips are the main things that will help keep you safe and keep you alive during the fights. Make your armies last longer. And honestly, if you want to handle any of the problems that I mentioned in this video, like say dealing with Uncle Butter, I'll be making another video actually talking about that later on for sure. But if you guys want to see that, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and say, hey, I like this video. It makes me feel really good inside when you do that. And also the announcement. So I made a Discord channel, or a Discord server for my channel. It is down below. I will always have a link down in the description of these videos for my Discord. If you want to talk to me, get in touch, go down there, say hi. You know, it'll be nice. It'll be a fun time, but I want to kind of push the Discord a little bit just to be like, so that way I can talk with people who actually care about my videos and actually talk with people and say like, hey, this is what, you know, like we want to do. Because I like to talk on the Reddit, and I do that. I do talk on the Tooth and Tail Reddit and the Pocket Games Reddit. However, the problem with that is, the main problem with me doing that is that I feel like I'm clogging up the Reddit, because as of right now, I think all the most recent posts are from me, which is really bad. And that kind of scares me. So I don't want to be like a pest. So that's why I'm kind of trying to say, hey, you want to talk to me about stuff? Come on my Discord, because I'll be more likely on there anyways. I'll respond to things more on there anyways. But yeah, links are down in the description below for my social media, my Discord, all that. So yeah, that's top 3 tips. If you have any other things you want me to do videos on involving Tooth and Tail, be sure to leave a comment below, because I will be willing to talk about anything involving Tooth and Tail, really. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.